Paano mag-analyze ng mga ellipse? Pag-usapan natin yan. Ito ang basic equation ng ating ellipse which centers at 0, 0. We have x squared all over a squared plus y squared all over b squared is equal to 1. At pagka nagkaroon ng shifting sa ating ellipse at yung ating center is no longer at 0, 0, mapapansin ninyo na ang ating equation is a little bit less simple at yung ating numerator will now have h and k. So ano yung changes na mangyayari dito sa shifting ng ating ellipse? Let's have an example. At ito yung example natin ng ellipse which centers at 0, 0. X squared all over 49 plus y squared all over 16 is equal to 1. Mapapansin nyo na ang denominator natin sa x ay mas malaki kesa sa denominator ng y. So that means sa x-axis, which is horizontal axis, ang ating ellipse would be a wider ellipse. At ito ngayon yung ating ellipse or graph ng ating equation na x squared all over 49 plus y squared all over 16 is equal to 1 which centers at 0, 0 at mapapansin natin sa ating susunod na ellipse magkakaroon ng changes sa numerator na magiging kaparehas ng ating standard equation when the center is no longer at 0, 0. We have x plus 1 squared all over 49 plus y minus 2 squared over 16 is equal to 1. The denominator did not change, but the numerator is now a little less simple, pero yung ating h and k would be a positive 1 and a negative 2. So how is this shifting going to affect our ellipse? Ito yung ating standard equation which centers at 0, 0 at mapapansin ninyo na yung ating equation or yung modified equation natin is slightly similar doon sa ating HK equation but the first equation, yung ating center ay 0, 0, kaya yung ating HK ay 0, 0, which we can simplify into x squared and y squared. Ngayong meron na tayong HK, yung ating ellipse, which has the same width and also the same height, yung center naman niya ay nag-shift at yung ating HK na positive 1 at negative 2 in relation to our standard equation na negative h at negative k, think of it as the opposite of h and the opposite of k. So ang ating opposite of positive 1 ay negative 1 at opposite of negative 2 is positive 2. So ang ating shifting would be to the left with 1 unit and going upward of 2 units. So ito ngayon, yung ating center at 0, 0. Papansin nyo na hindi siya fit dun sa ating ellipse, pero kung siya ay mag-shift going 1 to the left and 1 or 2 units going up, yung ating center is now at negative 1 and positive 2. Ito ang isa sa mga madaling paraan para mas ma-visualize natin yung shifting ng ating ellipse according to our standard equation ng ating ellipse. So let's have another example. So let's say ito yung ating original ellipse at magkakaroon siya ng shifting using this equation x minus 3 squared all over 49 plus y plus 5 squared over 16 is equal to 1. Mapapansin ninyo na yung denominator natin hindi nagbago, so yung ating ellipse magkakaroon siya ng parehas na forma, pero yung ating center will now shift at positive 3 and negative 5. And how will this happen? Ito ngayon yung ating shifting. So opposite of 3, so to the left of 3, and then up 5, opposite of up 5 is down 5, so it goes down. At ito na ngayon, yung ating ellipse, ang center niya ngayon ay at positive 3 and negative 5. Dito natin makikita ang pagbabago ng ating center at kung paano nagsishift ang ating ellipse. Tingnan naman natin yung pagbabago ng ating ellipse kapag nagbago yung ating denominator. Doon sa ating original ellipse, yung ating ellipse ay wide ellipse at paano natin siya magiging narrow ellipse. Let's take a look at this example. So now we have x plus 1 squared all over 4 plus y minus 2 squared all over 25 is equal to 1. Mapapansin nyo na ang numerator did not change but the denominator is now changed to 4 and 25 at mapapansin ninyo na yung ating denominator for y-axis ay mas malaki kesa sa x-axis, therefore, ang ating ellipse would be a narrow ellipse compared to the first one. So, ang graph natin here would be this ellipse at ang ating center will not change because it's still x plus 1 and y minus 2, so it's still at negative 1 and positive 2. So gaano man ka-complicated ang formula ng ating mga conic sections, alamin lang natin ang shifting ng kanilang mga axes at mas maiintindihan natin kung paano mag-analyze ng mga conic sections tulad ng ellipse. This is Dr. E and see you again next time. Bye!